got a potential and very serious threat to Jabot.
I've stolen Haynes' AI program. I want to make a deal with you. Are you interested?
This episode of Soap Dirt provides detailed spoilers and plot developments for the upcoming week on The Young and the Restless, focusing on major character arcs and unfolding tensions in Genoa City. Key plot lines and developments. Winter's family crisis. Nate Hastings and Devin Winters are deeply concerned about Lily's unexplained absence. Devin thought Lily was at a spa, but weeks have passed with no contact. Nate and Devin plan to leave town to investigate Lily's whereabouts after receiving a possible lead. Abby and Devin remain frustrated and angry about Mariah, who, despite wearing an ankle monitor, is still able to interact dangerously with Dominic, the child she kidnapped. Discussion arises about whether Mariah should be in prison or a mental institution, highlighting ongoing safety concerns for Dominic. Victor Newman's disappearance and possible motives. Victor Newman suddenly disappears, leaving his family, including Adam, Nikki, Nick, and Victoria, in the dark. Victor's threat to Kane to coerce Phyllis Summers to return Newman family assets, with the warning that Lily could suffer if she doesn't comply, adds to the tension. Speculation suggests Victor may have gone to see Lily personally, possibly escalating her fake kidnapping into a real one to keep her hidden. Victor's desperate situation, having lost most of his family's assets, indicates he might resort to extreme measures. Nick Newman's descent and drug use. Nick Newman begins using fentanyl, a powerful opioid, marking a dangerous new path. Though Nick claims to have only one pill left, he actually has no prescription refills and is likely using illegal drugs supplied by Matt Clark. Sharon and Noah notice Nick's unusual behavior, twitchiness, aggression, and odd speech, and grow increasingly concerned. This subplot foreshadows potential conflict and danger stemming from Nick's addiction. Victoria Newman's revenge strategy. Victoria is actively plotting to reclaim Newman family assets lost to Billy and Phyllis. She has already sent Billy and Phyllis's children to boarding school, angering Billy. Victoria's plan includes winning over Daniel and Summer Newman to the Newman family side, aiming to isolate Phyllis. Kane Newman attempts to reconcile with Phyllis, but is met with suspicion. Nikki doubts Victoria's plan will succeed, but it is suggested that Victoria or Kane may successfully recruit Daniel, causing family strife. Phyllis Summers' return and conflict. Phyllis returns to Genoa City and immediately confronts her son Daniel Ramlotti Jr. at Crimson Lights. She is furious with Daniel, using his full name, a clear sign of deep anger and betrayal. The exact cause of Phyllis's rage toward Daniel is not specified, but is expected to be a major storyline. Matt Clark's escape and new threats. Victor returns with alarming news. Matt Clark has escaped police custody. Nick goes into beast mode, fearing Matt could be anywhere, even on the ranch. Matt's escape sets up an intense and dangerous storyline, though he may not appear on screen for several weeks due to filming schedules. You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news. Hey, Young and of the Restless fans. We've got intense news spoilers for next week, including Phyllis Summers returning to Genoa City furious and Victoria Newman flipping the script with a bold new plan to get back the Newmans' assets. It's Belynda from Soap Dirt, and we have the latest WR spoilers for the week of February 23rd, including Nate Hastings and Devin Winters on a mission to find Lily and Daniel Romalotti in big trouble. Plus, the threat of Matt Clark is looming. But first, please subscribe if you aren't following us. Alright, let's start with the Winters family with Nate and Devin. At the end of this week, Nate is catching up with Devin at Society. They're talking about Dominic and them being happy he's home safe, but Devin and Abby are really angry because Mariah is walking around free. That ankle monitor keeps her in Genoa City, but doesn't keep her away from Dominic, the kid she kidnapped. The guys are also talking about Devin and Abby getting increasingly angry at the Mariah situation and, debating whether she belongs in prison versus a mental institution. And they're just all worried about Dominic and any residual threat. Turns out Devin is also increasingly worried about his sister Lily. He tells Nate they haven't heard from Lily in a while now. Devin thought Lily went to a spa, but it's been weeks and they haven't heard from her. So Nate and Devin are questioning, is it time to get worried about where she's at? And then next week over at the Chancellor Mansion, Nate and Devin check in with Abby, and they tell her that they need to leave town. They think they have a lead on what happened to Lily, and they want to go check it out. And Abby says, do whatever you got to do. Make sure everybody's safe. So here's what I wonder. If you recall, Victor Newman abruptly disappeared from Genoa City by the end of this week. So, Adam and Nikki, and Nick and Victoria, none of them knew where Victor crept off to. And if you remember, he threatened Kane again and said, get Phyllis to give back the stuff or else Lily pays. So, I wonder if Victor went to see Lily to talk things through with her. I agree with Adam in suspecting that Victor promised to give Chancellor to Lily if she did this, but Phyllis doesn't even have that now. Billy does. Not that I think Victor would have honored his word anyway, but maybe he went in person to tell Lily what's happening and to say, you know what, I need you to stay hidden longer. Worst case, because Nikki is so worried about Victor doing a bad thing, maybe he went and changed Lily's voluntary fake kidnapping into a real kidnapping, and has her locked away because Lily might have decided, okay, this is enough. I'm not going to keep staying off the grid. If you didn't get it done by now, that's it. And Victor may say, oh, well, no, that's not the end of it. I don't put it past him. Everything they own and have and want is gone. So, there's no depths to which Victor will not sink. And what's interesting is then Devin and Nate may find Lily somewhere that Victor has stashed her. And that means the whole Winters family would be absolutely furious with the Newmans. And I think the rest of Victor's family would be upset, too, because Nikki was telling Sharon and Noah this week she's very worried. Victor is off doing something shady, and he might well be. And speaking of shady, Nick just stepped onto a dark path. He took the first step. We knew it was coming. But as of the end of this week, looks like Nick has popped his first fentanyl. If you recall, he was in a lot of pain and he told Nick and Sharon that he needed to go home and take a pill because he said he left his bottle there. And then Nick came back with a lot more spring in his step. Looked like he was in less pain, but he was acting way off kilter. And he told them he had one pill left in his bottle, but said he show less. Needs to get more. But we know he lied to Sharon and Noah because he was out of the prescription pills. He's got no refills. I bet the doctor won't write it. And the thing that Nick had though was that big baggie of illegal drugs that Matt gave him. So Sharon's worried because Nick is not acting like he took a pain pill like she's used to seeing. Instead, he's twitchy and he sounds weird. And I mean honestly, he's being more aggressive than usual. So Sharon mentions this to Noah, and now they're show less. Both on high alert and kind of keeping in